We're all gonna breathe in unison. And that clock is an hour ahead, so pay no mind to that clock. No, I'm sorry, no, I'm wrong. For a year it was the wrong time. Uh-oh, what's the matter?
It's not getting, it's gotta be,
Are we too close?
yeah.
Move the puzzles, do you wanna move the puzzles?
Or can you sit it back?
We could have gone into the hobby room and it could have been.
Is it gotta be up further, is that it? That's up all the way.
It's still, it's not wide enough.
I love glitter. I love glitter. Oh,
Can you take the angel down?
Let me see.
That's a bad visual.
You're gonna take the weapons forward. No, this is in the way.
Is she over at Valley Cove?
I think she's just, oh, maybe there, okay, because she was where,
Can
the
you
river
sit back
is.
there, get back there and sit and hold it?
I
so it doesn't
know.
fall?
And then very, very cold.
I used to be her, with all the paperwork, paper checks and paper people. Really after her husband passed away.
Are we far enough away there, Jink? I don't get tangled. Oh, jeez, I can see where it's not cold. Wait, but she's not a worker. It's gonna be James Township. So down, are we golden? Special meeting, which is the main down here. And I'll meeting to order, pledge of allegiance, please. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Okay, we have Lori.
Yes.
Jonathan.
Here.
Trudy.
Here.
Laura. Here, we have a quorum.
Okay. Board member conflict of interest statement, if any. None? Okay. Public comment on agenda items? No?
I don't have an agenda, so I don't know what's on there.
Okay. And approval of meeting agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Any questions? Nope. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the previous minutes from December 9th, 2025 regular meeting.
Make the motion to approve the, what was the date, December 9th, regular meeting minutes.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Reports.
Okay, the invoice register shows we have a total of 16 invoices and the total of $28,263.72.
Oh, my motion.
And do we have support?
I'll second.
And then discussion. I have a question. The Plant Moran, the Plant Moran invoice, check register, $15,480. Where are we with Plant Moran as far as our process?
They're sending gun items to Gaybridge now. We've also asked them to help us on a couple more items.
For audit prep, is that what we're sending?
That slurf for the ARPA is one thing we asked them to help us with, but
Okay.
they are starting to upload some to Gaybridge.
For the audit. Okay. And the general ledger that they said they were gonna help us get in order before this, is that completed, that process?
I can ask them about that. I think basically answering their questions on everything.
Okay. Any other discussion, questions? So we have a motion on the table to accept the bills, support for that. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Old business. Transfers to parks.
You will see on the check, the invoice register, there are 3 checks, all made out to Tuscarora Township. One for 15, which would be for police, one for 1,500, which is also from library, and 5,000 is from DDA. So once those checks are issued on Friday, right?
Mhm.
Then that money will be deposited in for this snow removal.
Perfect.
So transfer to parks will be completed on Friday.
Okay, very good. That's in that sheet. Okay. The parks tractor. And this is in preparation for the track sheet. Oh, yes.
Well,
That's all.
No.
Oh, it's in the invoice register, the check register.
okay, I just want to make sure.
So the tractor for parks, we need that, we have a credit app somewhere that needs to be signed. And then we can get it back, and there, we will be financing that tractor through Ginnams.
So do we need to, who signs the?
Well, according to our policy, the clerk signs the credit app. So we have to find that. And I think, Chris, didn't you complete it for the most part?
Yeah.
Is it lost in my office?
I think so.
Oh, okay, I'll look for that, sorry.
And you're actually financing it through Cabot Credit.
Oh, thank you. You're getting a bit of a reprieve on the weather, so. Okay. I don't think we need a motion on that, just figure out who's on first, and I own that one. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, FOIA coordinator. Again, I've submitted my request to resign as FOIA coordinator. And part and parcel to that is, I just don't have access to the records. And it's not efficient to do it this way. And the change in the FOIA coordinator was done way back on March 1st of 2022. The board at that time made a motion to appoint, well, that was to appoint the supervisor. Strike that. I don't know that that's when the policy was made, so strike that. That was just.
Well, that's actually correct.
So the policy was created in 22?
No, but there wasn't a policy, but the law says that the supervisor is automatically the seat.
No, it doesn't. No, I respectfully disagree. The law says designated individual.
Yeah, it's automatically the C, what is it? The CEO?
Chief Administrative Office for all other public bodies. And item section 6A, it says a public body that is a city, village, township, county, or state under the control of the city, village, township, county, or state shall designate an individual. And then under section 6, item 2, other public bodies, the chief administrative officer. Yeah, so
Yeah, the one.
Well, bottom line is that you can appoint somebody. That was an argument that we had at a board meeting. Because Sue had always been, because she was the admin, she'd always been.
and she was the clerk.
And she was the clerk, but it's not the clerk's statutory duty, so she always had done it. I said I would do it. Bob wanted Mike to do it because Mike, by default, is supposed to be the FOIA coordinator. But Mike can designate, the supervisor can designate someone else to do the job.
Mm-hmm. But again, there's no way around the access to the records. That's the
Well,
sticking point.
The FOIA coordinator, all the FOIA coordinator does is get the FOIA and disseminate it to the appropriate people who have the.
And then
the
ride
records.
herd on it until it's
Yeah.
done. And that I do not want to do.
And the coordinator calculates the cost too, right?
Apparently.
If there is, yeah.
If there is, there's no question.
Well, if she wants to resign, she can choose to do that. So I move that we accept Trudy's resignation as FOIA coordinator effective December 17th, 2025.
Awesome.
Additional discussion? So all in favor to accept the supervisor's resignation as FOIA coordinator effective December 17th, 2025. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimously.
We need to have a motion to appoint another designee.
So we need a motion to appoint a designee for FOIA coordinator. Are you making that motion, or will you make that motion? Make a, I guess I have to make that designation. don't I? I don't think I have to make the appointment. The township board designates,
Well, 6-3, it says FOIA coordinator may designate another individual to act on his or her behalf, so.
so we need a FOIA coordinator. If my resignation is kind of accepted, then that person then can designate. If that- Well, I would suggest that we appoint the clerk as the FOIA coordinator.
I reject it. That's not my statutory duty.
Then we know that happened. And FOIA request will go unanswered. And it's $1,000 of fine of complaint when they go unanswered. We can, I don't know. I guess we'll go with that one. Any other thoughts on that?
Maybe the new trustee will want to be the FOIA.
Maybe.
Doesn't have to be a board member, it could be on the staff.
And we have to pay them accordingly for additional duties. Similarly, if it's not in a board member statutory duties, the law allows for additional compensation there as well.
So the law specify what kind of compensation. If it's not in your statutory duties and you take it on.
I don't think so. I'd have to pull it up and look. I don't think it does specify. It just says anything outside statutory duties can be compensated additionally. Any other suggestions?
you'll get a FOIA between now and the January meeting.
Yeah, that's how I feel. All right, so we have no FOIA coordinator. Okay, new business.
I'll table it.
Yeah.
And
Okay, new business, new hire for police. You mentioned that you are priority cadet in December.
John Appleford,
Deal. Congratulations.
thank you. Went to Academy January 12th.
Very good. Appleton,
Appleford,
sorry.
that's what I did.
All right.
John, J-O-H-N or J-O-N?
Jim,
That's the correct.
Okay. We can.
January 12th.
graduates January 8th.
Wow.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. And because you are our, furniture policy that we just talked about last week,
Does it mean?
yes, so we don't need to,
Now, the only time we'd actually need to bring it to the board is if I'm adding a person
to your staff.
to my staff, increasing it by one or two, then I would have to get board approval, but this is just filling a position.
You have to fire somebody.
Hmm?
If you have to fire somebody, that comes to the board.
Nope, I just let you know about it.
Ordinances, so,
Want me to take this?
yes, please.
Okay, so we're having some issues with our ordinances. Ordinance number 24 is about the snowmobiles riding on the sidewalks here downtown, which has been a major issue lately. And then ordinance number 30 is snowmobiles on the pathway to the safe path to schools. So what we're asking for is a little continuity amongst the ordinances, because the fines and the penalties in ordinance number 24 haven't been updated since the creation of the ordinance. And then the ordinance number 30 is a fairly new ordinance once the pathways got put in there, and the fines are much more than they are for being downtown. So downtown, first offense, if you get caught on the sidewalk, is a $50 fine. If you get caught on the pathway on your snowmobile or ATV, the first ticket or the first offense is between $100 and $500 fine. So we're just looking for those fee schedules or penal fees to be the same in both ordinances. And then ordinance number 16 is very, very confusing, but that has to do with parking your vehicle on South Straits Highway after 10 p.m. It's just not very spelled out. The signs say no parking after 10 p.m. in the wintertime, but the ordinance doesn't say that. So we have an ordinance. I'm just asking that we clean up the language a little bit in ordinance number 16, so it's more clear for not only the people, but for the court as well. And Trudy has some language that needs to be put in there. So, and it's up to you guys. If you guys don't want to do this, then we won't have to do this. But I think it's just easier from December 1st to March 1st for snow removal, that after 10 p.m., you can't park out on South Straits Highway. And then at 6 a.m., the roads will all be clear. You won't have any more snow issues because people are parking in front of businesses and the plow trucks are going around them, and it creates a big snow hazard in front of that business. And then nobody can park in that spot for the rest of the day until the next time it gets cleaned out. It'd just be easier if there's no vehicles in the way and we're able to get it all cleaned up. And then after 6 a.m., people can start parking. And I don't think those hours are going to affect any local businesses.
No, because I think most of them do have their own private parking.
Or in a lot of them, too, are also closed at those hours.
True, that's true, right.
This is a coffee shop.
7.
I have a question kind of along the same lines as like snowmobiles and everything going on with trails and stuff. Would that pertain, and this is a different time of year, but like side by sides and four wheelers, I see them going.
Yes.
Like
And-
even when school, before school's out for the summer, they're still using those trails and everything, and they'll walk in there.
Yep.
So that.
Yeah, I can't, yes, I would include that too. I can't tell you how many times I've seen side by sides going over the pedestrian bridge, down there in front of Big Bear. That is not designed for motor vehicles to be crossing over that.
And part and parcel to this is not only to help our local department with continuity in enforcement, but also education for people that come to our area that may not be aware. Certainly, I wasn't aware that MDOT says no snowmobiles, no anything, right, on M68?
Correct.
Which is from I-75 southward up the hill past the school, and then you turn west to go down by the shrine. That's still all considered, that hill is considered M68. I was not aware of that
Yes.
until this year. So, you know, there might be a few of us that aren't aware of that. So we're putting together a flyer with the police department and trying to coordinate with the local snowmobile club and the grooming club and hopefully get some links. It's going to take some time, but we've got at least a flyer. And we can start working with DDA and parks to create an awareness of where you can and can't go. The snowmobile path, and we're going to get some signage. There's some signage in the works to help tell people you can cross over South Straits Highway, you can come into the downtown. Follow the speed limits, follow the signs, so that when it is safe, people want to get out onto the lake or to the lake. That is still an option. You just can't, run up and down the sidewalk. DDA put in, they told us this week, $1.4 million into that sidewalk, streetscape. And my question to DDA was, how long would it take a snowmobile with carbide treads on the track to tear it up? And they said, give one of them, an hour? So, they tear it up, $1.4 million down the drain. So, anyway. So with regard to ordinance 16, to establish no parallel parking on South Straits Highway during the time stated, set the hours for snow cleanup on South Straits Highway from River Street to Barbara Avenue. So from River Street to Barbara, which is the intersection at Kent Village Market. And I want to include the trailhead parking lot so that can all be cleaned out as well. Beginning December 1st, you said March 1st, or you want it March 31st? What do you think? What are y'all thinking?
Depends on what kind of spring we had.
Right, that was March 31st, weren't we in?
We were in a
Ice storm?
Yeah,
So at least March 31st, if not.
When did the trails close? April 15th, wasn't it?
It's a,
do you want to say April 5th? I don't know, what are you thinking?
The trailhead parking, and that was grant, that was what it was for, right?
Mhm.
For some of the others. It's closer.
I don't know if it was for snowmobilers or bikers.
You just can't get a trailer in here.
Had someone going the other day.
Really? They parked in there?
Yeah, they just had a small, like a big, like, what is it, standard with the big, like, whatever it
Well,
is.
let's just be safe and say April 15th. If the snow is gone, people obviously,
Right, it's an NA, from 10P to 6A.
Yes.
And, okay, so any other changes to that verbiage?
When did the trails close at night? That trail, you're not allowed to ride on it after 11?
It's only shut down up to Chippewa Beach then, so they can race from here south to Gaylord all night long if they want.
need a motion?
Well, and then I would also say that we make the penalties for ordinance 16 the same as ordinance 30.
Yes, or no, ordinance 24, the same as ordinance 30.
Well, 24 will be the same as 30, 16 will be the same as 30.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
And we'll do 16A through E. Section 16A through E, the violations and penalties. It goes on to describe the infractions. A through E. Okay, so Motion to establish no parallel parking on South Straits Highway during the time stated of 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. December 1st through April 15th from River Street. This would be along South Straits Highway from River Street to Barber Avenue, including the trailhead parking lot. I will make that motion. Do we have support for that?
I'll second it.
The penalties are the same as ordinance 3016 A through E. That's my motion. Do you still support, Jonathan?
Yes.
Okay, and any other questions or comments or discussion? No? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, there's 16 done.
And that needs to be published for 30 days.
Yep.
And then registered with the court.
And we'll have to amend the online, thank you. And put that in the Tribune. And so ordinance, coordinate the penalties for ordinance 24 to read the same as ordinance 30. Again, adding section 16, A, B, C, D, and E under the penalty section. The verbiage in the proposed motion is to change ordinance 24 to read the same as 30, increasing the penalty to no less than $100 nor more than $500 for the first offense, and not less than $500 nor more than $1,000 for a subsequent offense, and at the discretion of the court, in addition to all other costs, damages, and actual attorney fees incurred. I think I should read incurred by the township in enforcing the ordinance, adding section 16, A, B, C, D, and E. That's the motion. Do we have support?
I'll support that.
Discussion? Question? Again, this will need publishing, and then we take this one to the restaurant. You just need to publish it once.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay.
And then it goes to the court, I just need the minutes and the proof of publishing.
Okay. Well, I certainly appreciate the department's work in helping to get the education piece going.
Yes.
There's been a lot of work on that already. We'll get there. We'll help people understand. And, okay, that's it. Public comments. No public comments?
Well, as far as the publication or the flyer goes that we've created, we're gonna put it on our website. Now with the Facebook page, so it'll go on there. And we're trying to get our Facebook page linked with the township's Facebook page as well. And then Karen's gonna also put it on the township website as well as
You can
Facebook.
get signs.
Pardon?
Are you guys gonna get signs? So,
We've already got signs posted out there. Doug and his team have been working on that for us. And then once we get this flyer done and the final approval on it, we want to drop it off to some other gas stations, motels, hotels.
and everybody that
And
sells
then-
stickers.
Yes. Good point.
Well,
At
then,
Gary's.
yeah, and then, snowmobile rental places, the school wants some to give to kids, so they know what's going on.
I actually just went
for
for Marina last
Yep,
week.
and then rental, thank you. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah. Any other comments? And DDA on the trail, so that people know, you can cross River Street here, you can get
So-
across at Christopher's, you can get across at Martha Street, you can get across at, yes, a lot of people do that. I think Martha over and down there.
So when you say you can't write up and down 68, so is that including between 68, 20, is it including 27, or, because 27 is considered 68, so 27 between 68 and 68.
Yeah, that has never been open. Now, it's open for snowmobile traffic. So, because you can ride on the shoulder of a road, and typically what they would do is, they would right as soon as they get past the state park, they would go up that hill and up and around. ATVs though are prohibited from riding on that side. Don't ask me what the difference is. I don't know. I don't make those rules.
So you're not supposed to ride down like in the right of way on 68, like north of. So if you came off of 27 and
Yes.
headed west on 68, you know, there's a lot of people ride.
You're way off the edge of
Right
the
the
road.
road, you can do that.
You can do that, yeah. There's actually a ORV trail right there that goes off and then they go
Yeah.
back into the woods to the
I
trails.
knew that, sometimes they've done that.
So, but I think the issue is coming down on, down 6827 in front of the school,
Yes,
then you get to the river
and there's no place to
and
go.
you head in the water. Well, not literally dead in the water, but you're done.
So then they go over the pedestrian field.
Which is not.
Mm.
Yeah. So really, they should go to White Road, and down the path, take that hill, and then come in. Board comments, or any other public comments? No? Board comments. Trustee applications may be picked up at the office here, they're on the countertop. Postings,
Talk to people.
talk to people. There's also DDA opening, and there is a Parks Commission opening. All are welcome to apply. Anyone?
There's also two openings on the county planning commission.
Okay, so county planning and zoning has a couple openings as well.
We don't have a lot of representation around here, right on this side.
From the south part of the county,
Jeffries and Spencer, everyone else is not.
and there are 7? No, 9, okay. Okay, so we have a work cut out for us. Any other comments? Motion to adjourn. 2:35. Thank you all for coming.
Look at all of these.
We can. We can do that super short. Then I